Good morning everyone. Myself Patel ma'am from SGM College Karat, and today we are going to see the subject OCM, and in that we are going to see the second chapter, functions of management. Up till now in the functions of management we all have seen the planning, second one organizing, the third is staffing, the fourth is directing. Today we all are going to see the point number 5, which is coordinating. Okay, so today we will see the point number 5, which is coordinating. As up till now we all have seen about the direction, how the directing process is there, how the direction can be provided from top level to middle level to lower level, and how the performance can be upgraded with the help of this. Today we are going to see how the coordination can be brought over here. In this point, more stress is given about the coordination. First we will see the meaning of coordinating. Now coordinating means what? For actually coordinating means to bring together. When you are going to bring together, what to bring? Now common thing is that what you are going to bring? You are going to bring the different levels of management together, different employees together, different departmental heads together, different managers together, board of directors together. So a harmonious relationship can be built up with that. Whatever the activities can be done over here, these activities can be done with a very important way, and with that the various forms can be there. So coordination between different functions and all levels of employees is the essence of the organizational success. Now how direction was said, directing was said as a life spark of the enterprise, directing was said as the soul of the enterprise. Just like that, coordinating is said as the soul, as the essence of the organization. So different heads of the department, different levels of employees are always have to be brought together only with the help of coordinating. So it is an integration of different activities which is essential for the smooth flow. Okay, always remember it is what? It is the integration. Different activities are going to be integrated, which is essential for the smooth flow. It always establishes harmony among all the activities of an organization to achieve the desired goal. Whatever the goal is set, see, always remember management is goal oriented. Whatever the functions are there, these functions are played only with the help for the achievement of the goal. The goal can be achieved in a more important way, and with that the work can be done in a more better way. So various activities, various functions have to be come together. Step by step it is. First it is planning. Planning is paperwork. Organizing is going to bring all the resources together. Staffing is going to do what? Staffing is going to do putting the right person at a right place. Directing is going to give you proper direction, supervision, guidance, communication, and with a very effective leadership. Yes or no? Just like that, everything is important. With all this thing which I said you now, with that coordinating is also playing a very important role, which is the essence of the organization. For the successful of the organization, you need a proper coordination between the different activities in the organization and between the different levels of the management too. So therefore it becomes necessary to bring together the group efforts and harmonize them carefully. Coordination will not exist unless efforts are not taken to achieve it. When you want a coordination in between the employees, in between the organization, in between the various work, in between the activities, at that time you have to take a group effort. Everyone in the organization should work properly. You have to come together. Yes or no? With a team spirit, you have to take effort for that, and then only the coordination can be achieved. So always remember, coordination can be achieved when all the group efforts are took over here. So always coordination is said as an integration and synchronization of the efforts of a group so as to provide the unity of action to the organization goal. As directing initiate action, that action is used over here in the coordination. It is a synchronization of a group effort. It is an integration. You are going to put up all these efforts in a proper work, in a proper order, with a proper organizational hierarchy, and at that time you are going to use it for only and only achievement of the organizational goal. Coordination is said as a hidden force. It is said as a hidden force which bind all the functions of level together. Like each and every function is dependent on each other. Planning is dependent on the resources. Resources are totally dependent on staffing. Staffing is done, but when a proper direction is not given, there is no use of staffing. When direction is provided, initiation of action is there, unity of action is there, but then to proper coordination is not there, but then to the proper coordination between the different level is not there. At that time, it's no use to do the work. So every time remember, each and every work is dependent on each other. You have to work accordingly with each and everything, and that is only going to provide you the different work. So always remember, coordination is a hidden force. It is said as a hidden force which bind all the functions of level together. It brings all the various functions of level together, which is said as coordination. Got it, everyone? That was the meaning of coordination. And the next is, the definition is put forth by three philosophers, Macfarlane, then Henry Fayol, one of the biggest one, and Mooney and Riley. Let's see, the first one is a definition put forth by Macfarlane. What Mac says, coordination is a process. What is a coordination? It's a process, yes. Everything, remember, each and every function is a process only which is done. It is, and this process always remember is continuous. Every function is a process in this field of management, and it is always in a continuous process. Remember this. So coordination is a process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of a group effort among his subordinates and secure unity of action in the pursuit of a common purpose. Now common purpose is there. Here action is going to be put. Here group efforts are going to put. Here unity of action is done. So always remember, it is a process which executely develop an orderly pattern of a group effort among the subordinates, said by Macfarlane. What Henry Fayol says? Fayol says that to coordinate is to harmonize all the activities, to concern to and facilitates its working and its success. It's in a very proper and a very smooth way. What Henry Fayol say? Henry Fayol says that when you want to do the coordination, at that time you have to harmonize all the activities. All the activities, like see, coordination is to bring the group efforts together, to harmonize all the activity. So coordinate is to harmonize all the activities so as to concern and facilitate for the success of the organization. You want to facilitate, what you want to facilitate? Facilitate the working of all the employees in an action way, and all this done only for the success of the organization, as said by the Henry Fayol. Mooney and Riley says what? See, Mooney says that coordination is orderly arrangement of group efforts to provide unity of action in pursuit of a common goal. He also says correctly. He says that it is an orderly arrangement of group efforts. What group efforts are put? Actions are put, you have to put up in an orderly manner. Why? In pursuit for achieving the goal. In pursuit of unity of action for achieving the goal. Okay, that is said by Mooney and Riley. So three definitions is put forth: Macfarlane, Henry Fayol, and Mooney and Riley. Let's move ahead. The next is the importance of the directing. The next point is the importance of directing. What directing says now? Let's see what are the importance of directing. Need for coordination is always arises out of the fact that different elements and efforts of an organization are to be harmonized and unified to achieve the common objective. Okay, always there is a need. Why there is a need? You are in a need of a coordination, because when you want to do the proper unity of action, when you want to bring all the group efforts together, at that time always remember you are in a need of a coordination. Let's see the first one over here. The importance of the coordinating is what? Let's see the importance of coordinating. In that, the first one, it encourages team spirit. Due to coordination, encouragement in the team spirit is there. Okay, as the team spirit is what you know very well in this. We have seen this point in the direction also. What that direction also is going to help to boost up more and more team spirit. Okay, so with the help of coordination, it encourages more and more team spirit. When all you are going to come together with a work force, at that time you are in a proper team spirit. So in organization, the group of individuals always work together. There may be an existence of conflict, dispute. Yes, you know conflict, disputes, fighting between each employees, individuals, etc. Departmental conflict, or it may be the conflict between the employer-employee. Who may be it? Employer is who? Employer, it may be the person who is going to give appointment to any of an individual like an employee. So it may be a conflict between the individual, between the employer-employee, or between the departmental regarding the organizational policies, rules, regulation, role, responsibility. So coordination always arranges the work in such a way that minimize conflict and always are going to be less with that, and it increases the team spirit. So due to proper coordination, what is done? Due to proper coordination, the work can be done in a proper way. The conflict between the employer-employee, departmental head, employee-employee, or individual-individual can be minimized, can be less, and increase in the team spirit will be there, and a proper work is denoted to each and everyone at that time. Number one, it encourages team spirit. Coordination encourages team spirit. Number two, it gives proper directions. See, you may see that directing and coordinating, some importance which was there, which is similar. Here also, it gives a proper direction. Coordination, integrated departmental activities for achieving the common goal. Whatever the activities are done, everyone you know that main point is to achieve the goal. The work is arranged in a very systematic way, and the interdependence of departmental give proper direction to the employee. That means what? You are dependent on each other. Like middle level is dependent on top level. Lower level is dependent on the policy or the decision which is to be took on the which level? Middle level. That means what? This organizational hierarchy is there from top to the bottom level. Each and everyone is interdependent on each other. At that time, always it gives a proper direction. Manager is going to direct the departmental head. Departmental head will give the direction to employees. Employees will give to the another lower level supervisor. Supervisor will give another employee. Like this one, the proper work is divided and proper direction is given. So it's an integrated group of directions over here. Number three, it facilitates motivation. What it is done, due to direction, more and more facilities of motivation is there. Coordination always motivates the employees to take initiative while completing their assigned task. With the help of coordination, if I am very coordinately, we all employees are together, and if I want to give some or the another suggestion to the manager, that at that time I should not hesitate to give it. I am going to give, yes, you can do in this way, it will be more better. So increase in the profit will be there, reducing the cost will be there. Yes or no? I can give. Why? Because I am very coordinately we are working together. Here we are not in such a way that we are going to say, I am a boss, you don't give me suggestion over here. No, you have to work coordinately and you have to listen to each and everyone over here. So always the task which is given, always you can take initiative level to accomplish the task. An effective coordination increases the efficiency and always result to the growth and prosperity of the organization. With the help of coordination, when each and everything is very effectively coordinated, that boost of the morale of the employees, and always with that increases in the efficiency level, with the growth of the organization is also there. A prosperous organization always ensure job security. What organization? When my organization is in a very great level, in a very prosperous level, what I think about the job security. Okay, always a prosperous organization ensures job security, higher income, promotion, and incentives. So any such monetary as well as non-monetary increases the job security and motivate the employees to hard work. So whenever initiatives are given, incentives are given, bonus are given to me, at that time that initiate my work. So always remember, with the help of coordination, yes, always a prosperous organization ensures to the employee that you will get a proper income, you will get a job security, you will get bonus, you will get incentive, any type of incentive it is there, monetary, non-monetary, in the form of some gifts, in the form of check or money, etc. Always boost up the morale and facilitates motivation. So coordination always facilitates motivation. Next is optimum utilization of resources. You may see up till now this point is very much common. In each and every function, utilization is such a one that you have to use these resources at an optimum level. This point was same in the direction also important. Use the resources at the best optimum level. Reduce the wastage. Whatever the wastage is there, reuse the wastage. Do not always make more wastage. Always remember, cost of production when will be less, at that time increase in the profit will be there. So at that time it is very much beneficial for it. So always remember, manager tries to integrate all the resources systematically. It is the prime duty of the manager to allocate all the resources properly, use it properly, and it helps in utilizing all available resources at the best optimum level. Manager help that all the resources which are there in the organization should use it at the best possible way, and it always helps to minimize the wastage and control the cost of work. Try to minimize the wastage and always use these resources at the best optimum level and always minimize the cost of work. So remember, optimum utilization of resources should be there. Number 4. Number 5 is achievement of organizational objective. Now everyone know, every function in the management is done just to achieve the goal. Management is goal oriented. Objective of the management is fixed. You have to achieve the objective, and for the achievement of this objective you have to do all this process of functions of management which we all are seeing. So always coordination leads to minimize of wastages of material, idle time of employees, delay in the targets, and departmental disputes, etc. So always with the help of coordination, reducing the wastage, whatever the idle time is there, that is not there for the employee. They are working with a greater efficiency. Conflict is not there between the employee. Automatically when these things are not there, at that time achievement of the organizational goal can be there. It ensures smooth working and it's the process for achieving the organizational goal. Always with the help of coordination, smooth functioning of the organization can be there, and achievement and success of the organization can be there. That was achieved organizational objectives. Next is point number 6. It improves the relation. As of course the coordination motive is only what? To improve the relation, to bring up harmonious relationship between the departmental head, between the employer, employee, manager, employee, etc. So always coordination develop cordial relation between all the levels of the management. With the help of coordination, various levels of management are going to come together. Every departmental depends on functioning on other department. Example, it is given over here. Like it is said, one department is dependent on other department. Like I will tell you, like if you have production department, finance department, sales department, marketing department, which is headed by every manager. Like marketing department, marketing manager, finance department, finance manager. Take an example. If a sales department, example is given, sales department work according to production department. Yes, of course. How much production is there? According to that, the sale is going to be there. So each and everyone is coordinately together and are interdependent on each other. So our production department depend on purchase department and so on. Like means sale department is depending on production. Production department is dependent on purchase, because how much we have money, on that basis only the production. How much you have purchased, that much only you can produce. Okay, how much you have produced, that much only can be sold. So each and every department is interdependent on each other. So coordination help the employees to build up strong relation and always help to achieve the goal. So with the help of coordination, there may be improving the relationship, because each and everyone is interdependent on each other. So they should be coordinately work together with the workforce and can be done with the better way. So always it improves the relation. Next is, it leads to higher efficiency. When you work coordinately, you boost up the morale. See, when you are fully motivated, at that time, of course, there will be a higher efficiency in your work. Yes or no? If I know I want to work and I will work with a greater efficiency, at that time, of course, achievement of the goal can be there. So coordination leads to higher efficiency. With the help of optimum utilization of resources and effective integration of resources, the organization can achieve high returns with the high productivity, high profitability, and can reduce the cost. So always remember, with the help of coordination, it leads to higher efficiency. Yes or no? Less cost of production will be there, the wastages will be less, more efficiency and more profitability. Next, it improves goodwill. Goodwill is what? Goodwill is an asset. Goodwill is an asset of the organization. Yes or no? Everyone know. Goodwill is an intangible asset of the organization. Higher sale, higher profitability can always achieve the goal, and always remember, strong relationship, scrutinization of efforts, integrated efforts, initiating action always bring achievement of the goal. So it directly results into creating goodwill in the market and reflect on market value of shares, and always build a good image. When you are working always with a greater efficiency, higher productivity will be there. With that higher efficiency, with that higher profitability, always increases the goodwill in the market. Okay, when goodwill in the market is increased, obviously your market value is going to be increased over here. Number 9 is unity of direction. See, this point is coordinating, but unity of direction is one of the principles put forth by Henry Fayol. Unity of direction, with that different activities are performed by different departments. Coordination always harmonizes the activities for achieving this goal and always bring the direction to all the department. That means, with the help of coordination, each and every departmental gets a proper direction. With the help of coordination, direction is given proper to each and every department, so they can work properly and can bring the desired result. And the last point is specialization. Each and everything is specialized. Staffing is done over here. Each and every person is getting what? Right person at a right job, at a right time, at a right place, and that brings the specialization. All departments in the organization are headed by experts who are highly qualified with their respective field, and this specialized knowledge of this department help in the managerial decision, which leads to much taking goal and success of the organization. So today, to be in this competitive world, you need highly qualified experts who are already been appointed over here and who work for the success of the organization. So today we all have seen the point number 5, which is coordinating, meaning definition put forth by 3 philosophers, Macfarlane, Henry Fayol, Mooney and Riley, and the importance of the coordinating. In this way, our point number 5 in the functions of management, coordinating, is completed over here. Thank you.